What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Dr. Nick, also known as the 90s guy. I just wanted to talk a little bit today about some of my highlights of my collection. We have WWF Super Slams, Coliseum video. Very cool. You can see the match listing back there if you want to look at it. And then also, we have WWF Wrestling Hottest Matches. Check that out. It's pretty cool. Check the match listing back there. I'm not going to list them all off for you. But Coliseum videos are awesome. I have a ton of them. Most of them I got from video stores when they closed down, stuff like that. But, they had exclusive matches that only you could see on the tapes, which Coliseum Video was the producer of the World Wrestling Federation's VHS tapes until they came out with WWF Home Video. And then, of course, they started making DVDs eventually. But some of the VHSs are very hard to come by, especially in good condition. I wish I could play a lot of them. I mean, I do have a VHS player, but I'm just afraid to stick them in the VHS, the VCR, stick them in there, get tore up, and I don't want to do that. So that's why I wish WWF slash WWE, I can't call it that anymore, but I wish that they would re-release some of these videos. I mean, that would be really cool. They had a lot of really cool videos. Paul Bearer hits from the crypts. You had the best cage matches. You had the Hulkamania VHS tapes. Those were really cool. I think there was like 6 or 7 of those, maybe 8. I don't remember exactly. But I remember going to the video store when I was a kid, and they'd have an entire section dedicated just to the wrestling tapes. You had WCW tapes, you had WWF tapes, and then you also had old school King of the Cage, which was before UFC. But it was really cool. I'd always go in there, and they were only like $1 a piece, and of course, they'd always have 5 for $5, and I, load up on the pay-per-views and the different special VHS tapes. They had the different matches on it, and it was just really cool. It's unfortunate that video stores kind of went to the wayside, because of things like Netflix and Hulu and Redbox, stuff like that. They just didn't survive. Blockbuster went bankrupt. Now the only franchise still left is Family Video, which I don't know how. I don't know how it's still going. But another part of my collection, this is only a few of them. I have like maybe 12 more to get out of the entire set. These are just some of the ones that I have. I have Rick and Scott Steiner. You can see there. There's Scott Steiner when he actually knew math. Then you have Rick Steiner. Let's see. What do you say, Scott? You have a 33rd and a third chance of beating me at sacrifice. Yeah. And that means that there's only 22 thirds and a fourth chance that I lose. Then you have, these guys weren't even in the WWF that long, so I'm surprised they even got figures. You have the Nasty Boys, Sags, and I don't understand how they got figures, but Diesel didn't. I still don't understand that. Then you got Rick the Model Martel. Check that out. Then you got Marty Jannetty, who is probably in some deep shit, considering last night on Monday Night Raw they mentioned the term Marty Jannetty. The other guy is really good, and then, Jannetty obviously was the, losing end of the tag team when, Shawn Michaels went to the top and Jannetty just kind of stayed stagnant. But here's Jannetty. This is the more rarer type one. This was when he went onto a singles career. But he made a comment on there that said that, that Stephanie McMahon was a bitch, and that some of her kids aren't all of Hunter's, which, Triple H is her husband. But yeah, definitely he's not going into the Hall of Fame, if he ever was. But Hasbro's are just awesome. I love the Hasbro line. They're just really cool to collect. Some of them can be very expensive. which the ones that are expensive are the green card series, which is Evil Crush, 123 Kid, Ludwig Borga, Yokozuna with the white and black pants, and then you also had the Hogan, Bret Hart, and you also had a what was the other one? Undertaker mailaways, which those are nearly impossible to get a hold of. But yeah, it's really cool. I love collecting these things. It's it's one of those things where I've always been interested in. But anyways, I like this video. Subscribe for more. Thanks.